Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the Young Pumpkin Spice TV. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We need, maybe we should do a video for this one because, sometimes when you come on and you do videos, matter when you do videos or live, sometimes people just don't take nothing seriously. They take everything for granted, and even though you're talking something that is of relevance, they act like people act like they didn't want to hear it. But then I know I'm gonna talk about this, and I'm sure that yeah, I'm gonna hear it on bigger platforms, because what they're going to do is take what I said and go and talk it on their platform like they are the one who had come up with it. Good morning, welcome to the Young Pumpkin Spice TV. I came across a little thing, right, where I see right now I'm in the reggae dancehall, and it's funny how these reggae dancehall artists now are living the life. Now they are living it up. They're spending. They're doing all sort of stuff now. But I hope all of these reggae artists, reggae dancehall artists, are looking ahead, and I hope they are saving up for rainy days, because I can come up with at least about 15 reggae dancehall artists back in the day who 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 passed off and gone, and it is like, good morning, how you doing there? Good morning. They say, who was it? Cause you, the original dancehall. Well, that's what I'm about to talk about, because some of the reggae artists them and the dancehall artists them, they is like things was on a high for them, and they never take note, they never provide, they never, I don't know, for some reason they just never do the right thing and for themselves, and then later on in life they hit rock bottom, and then it just hit, they just, some of, and they die, some of them passed on very young, because I can to name a few, right? um One name, to name a few. There was a reggae artist named named Biles. He they said that he died, he passed off in an arms house, because I don't know what he was doing with his money and that he was doing in music. He was a big name. He was a big name in reggae dancehall, and he passed away with nothing. Some of them are great musicians, and some of them set the pace for reggae artists today. All right. See, I'm just looking at how some of these dancehall artists just be playing in the big shows. They play in Colony Club, the tours, and a lot of tours and all this stuff that was going all over the world, Europe, and all these places touring. And then, bam, they ended up passed off with nothing to their name, died in poverty. You know, this guy, he used to play on Prince Buster's song. He was a popular musician, right? And he was playing with a lot of big name artists, very talented. And I'm telling you, these people, Junior Biles, really surprised everybody. You know, Junior Biles is the one that surprises everybody. Who is that? Okay, somebody sending in messages. Junior Biles. Val Bennett. 10 artists that died. Mr. Bennett. Val Bennett. He was a great saxophone player. And Val Bennett died in poverty with nothing to his name, nobody to help him or nothing. Val Bennett have a band, you know. He owns a band. So if anybody on the live that can remember any of these dancehall, reggae dancehall artists that used to live their life and, you know, yeah, me just want to call out some of the names them, but as me listening, as I'm listening, I'm just going through. You know, so you find that these guys, I don't know what they did back in their lifetime. Steven, welcome to the Young Pumpkin Spice TV. So Morris, what's up? How you doing? I hope all is well. I hope all is well. I'm in the reggae dancehall music now. Me just a talk about some long time artists. We start up we are the founder for reggae dancehall. And they sing and they used to do a lot for dancehall. And now they ending up, they died without nothing. They broke, died poor, dirt poor. Some of them died from addiction allegedly, you know. Boy, you have to wonder sometimes with some of these dancehall artists now. I hope you all are providing for. I hope you all providing for later on in life. I hope you all are saving. Look at that ark. You are the one that stole my chickens. Look at him. Mm-mm-mm. Junior Biles. Even Junior Biles is just the other day. Some years ago, they come up back with Junior Biles and start to try to make sure he's living somewhere and getting food and stuff. So how did Biles get to the point where he just passed on? Wow. He stole your chicken. Yeah, quiet. Listen, there he is. Let me show you if you ever think I joke me and make. Hold on a minute. Oh, damn, he fly away. He looked like he saw me moving. Them two chickens that yeah, I'm from Jamaica. Them two there was two chicken that used to come out here to greet me every morning, right? And then all of a sudden, I went to Jamaica the other day, and then um my client, they tell me that they don't see the chickens anymore. And he used to come from next door, and I said, "What happened to them?" They said that some ark come down and got them. Yeah, you know, some of these reggae artists is all they're doing now. They spending, big spending, they drinking, they gallivanting, and they're doing all these things. You say you're in Florida, your wife from Jamaica. No, you say your wife from Johannesburg. Okay. You sub. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for subscribing to it. You know, do you know anything about reggae dancehall? I don't know. Look at Duna Biles. Oh my God. It was said that he was scavenging for food and in garbage bins, begging money, and you know, these are some of the dancehall artists that reggae dancehall artists that started out long time ago. These names, I never heard of some of these names. When I heard it, I had was to listen You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I had was to stop there and listen. It says ketchup fry. What is this? Fridge or pantry? Where you keep your ketchup? The Q&A is up. Um, the Q&A want to know, the question and answer want to know where you keep your ketchup. Do you put it in the pantry or do you put it in the refrigerator? Apple Gabriel. Is everybody knowing? Apple Gabriel. He is the one. He was born in Jamaica, and they said that he was having polio. He was sick with polio from from he was a younger age, and I think he said that his family was torn apart as they greedy, if they're fighting over lands and houses, and then you know Apple becomes such a musician. He becomes a great musician, but he never, apparently, he said he wasn't treated fairly in the game, So, so he was living in like group homes and stuff. And he come up and grow up now and decide he's gonna try to do music. And he was doing it good and doing it big, but somehow he got shafted and he never get his fair share, I guess. But even though you don't get a fair share, because nothing is fair in this game, you have to have your head on your body when you work and you go to full out stadiums and arenas and you're buying cars and houses and you're drinking the most expensive liquors and stuff. Always remember that you have to be careful on how you carry yourself back then, because it don't take nothing to end up back down. Because see, these men, these reggae artists were doing it big. They travel all over the world and they still ending up in poverty. Yeah. No, some of them ended up with no label support and nothing. You're right. Life is hard. Yeah, life becomes hard, I tell you sometime, but you have to be focused. Don Drummond. Don Drummond. He was one of them too. One of those great musicians. Because these days, these artists don't even know how to play an instrument. And these men were made to play instrument. Trombonists, they were organists, they were pianists, they were drummists, you know. And some of them ended up, even though they play the instrument, they even taught people how to play instrument these days. And they ended up broke, lonely and broke. I don't know how did that happen. Boy, I tell you, some people, I don't know if they didn't have a good money management going on back in their lifetime, because the same way how no matter the game changes from year to year, because um the new the people that used to be back in the days that used to work, maybe they were working for a lesser money at that time, but comparing to this time now, because who would have thought that somebody would have go and charge even $1 million to go on a stage show, to go and do a show. Maybe their $100 is like $1 million to them. Yeah. Ah, who is that? Lorenzo. Welcome, Lorenzo. Lorenzo, how are you? Quad is welcoming you. How you doing, Lorenzo? Please hit the thumbs up button as soon as you come in. Please and thanks. I'm talking about some way long time, some musician that was around long time ago, some years ago, before all these new artists, new reggae and dancehall artists come into play. Cause see, Dan Drummond. He was one of the best trombonists, and he was a musician, and he taught a lot, and he died. If look at even Desmond Decker, all them names I don't think and all of them died young. These people are not old, because see, some of our musicians now that we have now, our dancehall and reggae artists is now. Um, Thank you so much. Welcome. Like up the live for me, please, and thanks. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Mark Gabriel, good morning. Tell a friend to tell a friend to come subscribe to the Young Pumpkin Spice TV. I am talking about in a reggae dancehall now today how some of the artists that started out from in the 1930s, the 1930s, they started out, and they passed away um at a young age. Some of them pass away in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 60s. You know, see, some dancehall artists, they made good on saving and saving for rainy day. While you have some, I don't know what happened, because even Desmond Decker, Desmond Decker, that name was a big name. I didn't know those folks, because he's the one, he's the apparently the original singer for a song that say many rivers to cross. I don't know if him is the original singer or is Jimmy Cliff the original singer, but he sang that song too. Desmond Decker. Some of these people are responsible for long time musician, and they died young, and they died in poverty. Some of them died and they don't have nothing. Look at our dancehall artists and reggae artists today. They are rich, but these people was considered rich as well. Like I said, who would have thought that now in this age and stage of life, a reggae dancehall artist now can get up to $1 million to go and perform a show. These people, Desmond Decker, them, Junior Biles, them and them, they probably was getting $1,000, but their $1,000 is a million, is the new $1 million. Yeah, to them, because back in the day when we used to have $1, that used to be a lot of money. But no, $1 don't $10 now is like you say we are going with $10. $10 was no like some $10,000 or so now. That's how it was seen back in the day. Yeah, lots of musician party hard, and they do. That's what was happening. Some of them died. They overdose. They are um alcoholic. They took a lot of drugs. They do a lot of stuff back in the days. They just party and waste their life away. Yeah, yeah. Drug use. Mm-mm-mm. Substance addiction. And it's not only Jamaican artists. Well, they are Jamaicans, but they live at other places. They live in other parts of the world, you know. Boy, I tell you. And some of them homeless, no foundation. Oh my goodness. Some of them become so homeless, and they just, once they start seeing the money, they just thinking of spending, smoking, drinking, partying, and just they wasting their life away. And I see some of these artists, it's in some of these artists today. Today, these people are drinking and having fun and wasting their life. Have a blessed day. Okay, quad, quad. Quad, have a blessed day. Thanks for coming by, okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming. Femi out a dollar. Yeah, sometimes when you think of it, man, they just waste their life away. Yabby you. There was a singer and a producer named Yabby you. And he was born, they say Yabby you was born in the Waterhouse area of Kingston, Jamaica. You know. And even though he was struggling and stuff, but he ended up get the breakout in music that he was looking for. But he didn't, I don't know what happened, you know. Be you, yeah, be you. Mm-mm. Even a song like that become popular, yeah, be you. But he didn't do nothing. Nothing never happened for him in life. And not only in the 80s, we were young then, you know. In the 80s, we were young, but some people just never get anywhere in life. Wait, a lot of birds in this tree. One, two, three, three, four of them in this one little tree right there, so. We don't look, wait, they want to come out to the lucky, the ark never see you know. What the lucky. So the ark never see you know. Listen guys, me not going to stay long, you know. Me not going to stay long. I am going to put a list of the rest of the art dancehall artists them that we're talking about. But right now, duty call. So my ad was may have to run. You know. Sometimes you know really have the time. Yeah. But these are some of these artists though. I hope they're taking I hope they're doing their due diligence as it relates to don't just go to party and sing and dance and jump and prance and then later on in life you people end up like Junior Biles, you know, God forbid. Nobody not wishing that for anybody, but just like how Junior Biles, them and Johnny Ringo and um that all them man they used to sing and all these things and they ended up broke and poor, end up poor, broke, don't live no way and all these things, you know. So you have to take note. You have to take stock of yourself, put a curb on your money, get a good money management because if it don't make sense, you work $1 million today, and then then if push come to shove, you know have no, they died and you know have nothing to show for it. Lord Jesus, it's really sad. It's really sad though with these artists though, because these artists were the same way. They are in the music business and they're performing on stage. They was on stage all over the world, just like some of these artists now in a real life. So artists, save no money, save for rainy day, careful, watch your drinking, watch your intake of your drinking, watch the intake of your smoking, stay away from drugs because all of them something there will take away your money. And you know, those things make you smoke or drink out your money. As soon as you get $1 million, you start buy any amount of, you can buy any amount of drugs where you want and you can do what you want. But later on, it will catch up with you like some of these artists from back in the day who used to live the same life that you are living now. You're going on shows, you charging a lot of money for to perform. You have the big house, you have the cars, the money, the girls. Oh yeah, just like how they used to do. And ended up turned out for some reason you ended up broke, poor and lonely, homeless, and just died. If you don't mind chop, people them have to throw call up collection for bury you. So people may go try to come back and you know Me just sit and listen to these things, you know. I was just listening. I me sit down there, I me listen to this, I say, oh my goodness, these things are true. I me see most of it are happening. I see them dance all today. Because you still have artists who, when them up on stage, them are going the most way, and at some point, something happen, and them have a call for go for me. Them have a call out for help at some point in time. You see? And them artists were long time artists where you know sing them some big song and life should have gone with them and you have poor people. Like a me, you know, we would have sit down, you know, and I work me little job at night, me I work at night, me I work at day, from all night till daylight, till day, and me I work and me I work. While you have, and when me I work, I'm musician, when me I work a month, can cover, is like a musician only take like one session. When me would I get for the year to rad, them the people they do it one go up on stage one night and sing, and that's coming like a chicken change, like a chump change to an artist. To rotted. You that take me 2 3 years to work all one of them stage show money, you know. But at the same time, them no do nothing with it. And later on in life, them same one come out here, I walk around with collection plate. I saw it always go. I saw it always go. Saw it always go. The one where I work 3 years, and you still can't match up to what one person would go up on stage one night and make one night. You have to work 3 years or 4 years to get that same money see that same money in a your direction. If depends on the amount, right? But I want to tell you, say, you work, you know, and you know how to cut and you carve. You cut and carve and you tamp and cook it and you cut straight. And then you find, say, you find, say, 10 years down the line, you work to rotted, and you work from 10 years, you work, and you still can't make not even 1 year what a for them salary where them did a work with a music, when them a do music. And when they sick, or if anybody sick for them, or anybody die for them have to grow on with collection to come back down, come get help to do what they want to do after they did make so much money in their life. You have to watch it. You have to put a curve on things. Alright? So may I come back with this topic again. I'm coming back with this topic. And me I go really have some names of some artists will definitely fall short. And we fall short. And we don't know if I don't want to accuse them. I don't want to judge and say they waste their life. Well, if them a drink and a smoke and a waste their life away, well, you know. But me don't want to jump to no conclusion and say, well, allegedly. Me have to say allegedly, because me never did it when some of these artists is, or when some of them people are wedded in a society and who did have money, and then they ended up broke and poor and homeless, and some of them die without not even them never die without remedy, you know. If sickness are for everybody, yes, but some people just never get the chance for even they never getting a chance to even go to the hospital because they couldn't afford it. And they worked so much money in their life, and they were celebrities back in the days. So as I saw the thing said sometimes. All right, people, may I come to the end of this little live. I don't want to stay too long. I have to go and mind the business that pays me. It's time for me to go to work and get started. I will see you guys again in another live. So let me say this. Our designer me knows. Our designer me knows. I'm